Alright, here are my thoughts on Beloved Beauty. This is yet another Russian movie. Um, Although this one is done slightly differently because it's done in stop motion. Although there's a brief scene where we see these gods or something, and they're animated in rotoscope. Yeah, traditional rotoscope like the previous Russian movies. So yeah, this one was good. It does have. I have been kind of nitpicking a lot of the Russian stories lately. I feel they tend to get a little cluttered, and also the catalyst, if you will, tends to be very simple, like something that might be kind of silly by today's standards. For instance, this movie, the catalyst is that the main hero has been hearing these lullabies about this beautiful lady, and then he's been dreaming about her, and then he decides to set out and find her. Yeah, it's kind of silly. I do think the movie got off to a slightly unpromising start, but it did get better after that. So yeah, hero sets out to find the literal woman of his dreams. Along the way, he gets kidnapped by these two thieves. And yeah, they basically just say they gotta, like, kill him because they're evil. Yeah, it's basically what TV Tropes refers to as the punch clock villain. And yeah, we do see quite a bit of these characters. They're pretty entertaining, although, yeah, my favorite character in the movie is the guy who soon frees our main hero. Yeah, he frees him, and then, you know, they join forces, they go out to find the beloved beauty, and then when they find her and fight through her, you know, her storm family thingy, 2D animation, you know, they meet her, and then, you know, the other guy also falls in love with her, so they start fighting, and then while they're fighting, she gets kidnapped by this evil wizard thingy. He reminds me a little too much of the bad guy from Frog Princess, but I do like the design on the character. Yeah, so, yeah, they have to, well, the main hero has to leave the other guy behind because, you know, he doesn't really trust him anymore. And in response, the other guy seems to kill himself, but then the next morning these two vultures find him, and, you know, they're like a father and son duo. The son tries to, like, peck out his eyes or something, and then turns out he's still alive, and he, like, grabs the son and, yeah, threatens the father that, or yeah, they were talking about something that can actually kill this so-called immortal guy, the bad guy. And yeah, so he threatens to kill the son if the father doesn't tell him where this item is. So yeah, the older bird tells him, and then he sets out, he finds the thing with help from those two guys from earlier. And then he goes to fight the wizard. And yeah, the main hero has been captured, and he meets back up with the beauty. There's also this female servant She's got her own little tragic backstory or something. Um, and yeah, they basically defeat the wizard. Again, this is like the abridged story. Um, the wizard does turn into a three-headed dragon, and yeah, together they beat him. Then the main hero hooks up with the beauty, and then also the other guy hooks up with the servant girl. And yeah, they get married and all that. So yeah, it was another basic save the damsel in distress story. But I think this one was interesting enough to... I think what helped make it for me was the warrior guy who helped the main hero. He's like a son of a farmer or something, I forget, but he's like a really tough fighter. And yeah, he's quite the badass. Yeah, I think he's the main thing that made the movie for me, but yeah, I think everything works decently enough. It's not the best stop motion I've ever seen, but it's almost as good as old Czech Legends. Not quite, but yeah, still fairly impressive. But yeah, I thought this was a fairly enjoyable movie. It's it's no Snow Queen, definitely no Snow Queen, but yeah. I think the main thing that keeps me from fully enjoying these Russian movies is, I don't really relate to these values of this other country from forever ago. I'm a modern day American. So yeah, I don't fully understand the cultural differences, but yeah, still it's a subjective viewpoint. I can still enjoy them for what they are, and yeah, this one was fairly enjoyable. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free to check it out. And yeah, I give this a 7 out of 10. So that's about it. Mash it and smash it, signing off.